Hello and welcome to another episode of the tutorial series. Today we are playing the Spirit. So the Spirit is a very unique character whose base movement speed is 4.4 and they have a 24-meter tear radius, which is very different than what we've had recently, because a lot of them have been 4.6 with a 32-meter tear radius. I wanted to say that just because I honestly didn't even know that when I was, learning the game. I didn't know that she was different at all. I thought she was just a normal killer. Her power is as follows. You come in and out of reality, like that. And they don't see you at all. And, yeah. So it's a very simple power where pretty much, you have the ability to, basically get really good movement speed, and they can't see you, but they can hear you. They can hear hissing in a direction of where you're coming from. So there is counterplay to it, there used to not be. And the perks, we have, when I hit 2 gens of Spirit Fury, I have the ability to just the next pallet that would hit me gets broken instead when I would get pallet stunned. Haunted Grounds, which makes 2 totems on the map, and when one of them is cleansed, the other one gets its hex removed. However, everyone becomes exposed for that period of time. Damn. You can hear them, so that is something you have to remember, but it is very hard to kind of like talk and speak, like yeah, for me to talk. Oh my god, that must feel so bad. But yeah, so as you can see, now we have half of our thing for the Spirit Fury, which means if we break one more pallet, the next one that would stun us is then just immediately broken. Very good with what we can doing, and the ores that come up when people do gens is because of Rancor. Rancor makes it so whenever a gen is completed, the obsession gets to see us and we get to see everyone else. They see an ore, we see bubbles. That's not good for us. Damn. I was hoping that one of them would loiter around a little bit. I'm gonna feign a push and then go over here because this person's obviously gonna need to go and get the save. Yeah, they need to go for the save. And you made a mistake. Okay, so we know that she's going around this way, so I'm gonna run over here. I will always hate the geometry of the cards no matter what. She's just being a pain in the ass. Nice try. But yeah, so her perks are pretty decent. I don't want to do like an end screen. I don't know why you're just sitting there. So yeah, Haunted Grounds is like a 3-star perk. Rancor is 2.5. I think it's pretty decent. It has like its application. I hit them, didn't I? What? It's so weird. I swear I hit them. We're definitely going for that Fangman. I mean, for that person. We're gonna go up here. I think we have a cheetah. There is no way that you can consistently run that fast away from a killer. Oh, I know, balance landing. Okay. That's like, because like they were really fast. What, are you serious? You two are some of the most... Where did she go? Okay, so she went over there. I literally could not even find her. Jesus. So now Spirit Fury is now active. So the next time we get pallet stunned, the pallet will just immediately break. And we have a kill. Annoyingly enough, it was our obsession, so we now no longer get the ability of using Rancor, which means we don't get a Moe, which does suck for us. However, it's fine. There we go. But yeah, so funnily enough, I'm using her without her power pretty much. Oh, there's a hook right here, I'm an idiot. But yeah, so the way you play Spirit is you just turn into... What the hell? Oh, so weird. It's because of latency issues. Yeah, so there's someone here. Boom. This Meg should be on death. No, I don't think they are. Gotcha. But yeah, it's like it can make really hard to deal with situations like that. Okay. So the Nia is our main target. And they haven't done any of the hex totems, probably because they just presume that they're, you know, holograms. Very annoying that they have adrenaline, meaning basically I've lost the game now. But yeah, so Spirit is a pretty decent character. You do have to like actually focus, which is why I'm like not very good at playing them. But yeah. Okay, cool. So we can hook her, kill her, and then we can hook the Meg in the basement, and then we win the game. This is a very, very stressful game. Oh, she walked all the way over. But yeah, like the Spirit is a very powerful character. Her perks are pretty decent too. So after I hook this person, we will go into the first, just immediate thing. And Hatch was right here. That feels so bad. But hey, we got to see the cool animation. Yeah. So Rancor we didn't really get to see used, but it allows you to kill a survivor and they're exposed when the exit gates are powered. Haunted Grounds makes it so whenever they break that totem, everyone's exposed for 60 seconds, which is like a 3-star perk. Rancor's like a 2.5-star perk, and Spear Fury is like a 3-star perk. It's pretty decent. But yeah. So let's get into the rankings. Hello, that was a pretty clutch end game, am I right? It was pretty damn good. So let's get into the investment. As always, we'll put them in the middle, just so then, you can see the character as we talk about them. So the Spirit. The Spirit has one of the best powers in the game, top 3, easy. So very strong power. The Survivor, Adam Francis, has 2 really bad perks in Autodidact and Pebble, as the community calls it. But he does have Deliverance, which is a very good perk. However, you do also need Decisive Strike for that, so I'm kind of going to disregard the Survivor. And perk-wise, let's talk about them. So the first one you'll get is Spirit Fury. After you've broken 4, 3, 2 pallets, depending on the level, the next pallet will immediately be broken by the entity when you are pallet stunned. Very good perk in chase-oriented builds, and can really keep the momentum going after, maybe you've done 2 chases, you've broken the pallets after you've done those chases, and then you have like enduring Spirit Fury. So then you can immediately just get a kind of like a free down or free hit on another survivor. So that's a pretty decent perk. I would say that it's like kind of like a 2.5, really close to 3-star. Fuck it, it's a 3-star perk. And then the second perk you'll get is Haunted Grounds. Haunted Grounds is a hex perk which spawns 2 hex totems on the map. Each of these count as Haunted Grounds, and when one of them is broken, the other one will no longer be a hex totem, it will go back to being an dull totem. And when that totem is broken, the perk will highlight itself for 40, 50, 60 seconds, depending on the level. And if you hit any survivor in that time period, they will be insta-downed. They are exposed. They can tell that they're exposed as soon as the perk activates. Everyone is notified that they are exposed. So there is play around. It isn't just like Noed where it's like, ha ha ha, I did a totem, and then you get hit, and you're like, what the hell? But yeah. And then finally, Rancor. Haunted Grounds, by the way, is like a 3.5 level perk. 3.5-star perk. And then the final perk is Rancor, which is a pretty funny, kind of more memey perk where the obsession at the end of the game is exposed, and when downed can be moid. And that doesn't mean just, one static survivor. People are trying to do videos, meaning Otofu, of course, is trying to do videos where, he downs everyone with Rancor at the end of the game using perks like Nemesis. It is a fun perk to mess around with, but it is pretty unreliable, as you saw in the game. We killed our obsession, and because we don't have like Nemesis or anything, we couldn't like build a game plan around it. Which is the fun of the series, is seeing how, each of these killers' perks, do they work together, or are they just like an amalgamation of things where it's like, these just feel like they wanted to make, like with Pig, with Hangman's Trick, we wanted there to be a perk to, deal with this type of bullying that the survivors can do. But yeah, so Rancor is like a 2-star perk. It also, more importantly, whenever a generator is completed, the survivor gets, the obsession gets to see your aura, therefore notifying that they have Rancor. And 2, you get to see bubble auras, which is less good, of where all the survivors are. So you do get information throughout the game, and if you are playing a character like Wraith, who has the ability to go invisible, or undetectable as the actual game, the game rules are, you can, if you use a perk like Tinkerer, wait in that form for all the gens when each gen pops. when you get notified by Tinkerer, and then the Obsession never even knows that you have Rancor, and then you hit him at the end game, which can be a really funny build for him. But it is a pretty unreliable thing. But yeah. So her perks overall are pretty decent, and she's obviously like the top 3 killer in the game, so she's really good. But where does that put her in the investment? Her survivor counterpart isn't very good, so this is a character I very much so recommend buying with iridescent shards if you do want to play the character, and you are okay with like Spirit is a character that you'd want to learn, but like not immediately. Like you'd want to get like Bubba and maybe like a different character, and you want to mess around with them, but you do want to eventually get Spirit. Iridescent shards, in my opinion, is the way to go because they are a behavior original, so they do only cost shards. But yeah, so where do I put them in the investment tier list? I'm going to put them at the very top of great investment. Their power is, like as I said, one of the best in the games. She's below Bubba, just because Bubba has Barbecue and Chili and Franklin's, 2 4-star perks. Some could even say Barbecue's 5-star, just because in the investment side of things, you're getting a lot of blood points. And that can make you, you play Bubba, you get him to level 40, and then you have so many blood points, you can keep playing him for a bit, get a lot of blood points, and then put it in another killer, then they get Barbecue, and then it's like, oh man, I really wanted to play, let's say, Pig, and I got Bubba, so now I have Franklin's Demise and Barbecue and Chili on her, or even like Hag, can make great use of that. You could really easily do a like Noed, Franklin's Barbecue, and Ruin build on her, or something like that. But you get what I mean, like. The investment of it is how good is the killer and how good are their perks for the rest of the killers that you could have. So with that, that is the end of today's tier list. I'm not doing the Legion because we're going to do that in the next video because we have changed the format. We are doing 1 video a day now, just because I want to be able to kind of like make the jokes keep coming. Like I do want to you probably have seen whatever joke I do for the Spirit video. I do want to keep doing that just because I think that it is funny to have like a small thing like at the start of each video just to be like haha funny, and then we get into the actual video. So with that, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.